The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNC Now.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to Inspiring Moments on TNC. Our passion transforms a community that sees all things new. I'm Carmie de Leon, streaming live from Imus, Cavite.
And I'm Julia Robillos, streaming live from Quezon City.
Hello, Sister Julia.
Kumusta ka na, Sister Carmie? As always, beautiful.
Everyone. It's a
Kumusta?
rainy
Hindi ba umuulan
Friday.
dyan? O, hindi ba umuulan dyan? Kasi medyo dito sa amin, maulan. Umuulan ba?
I think almost the whole day, it's drizzling. Pero ang nakakataka, mainit. 'Di ba? Kahit medyo maulan, it's not that conducive to sleeping. So, I've been working dito sa bahay. How are you? Blessed and beautiful?
As always, blessed and beautiful pa rin and excited kasi alam ko our guest tonight is another inspiring person. Na alam ko yung kanyang life story o yung kanyang ginagawa ngayon will definitely inspire the Filipinos. So, excited akong marinig. Alam ko kilala mo yan eh. Alam ko,
Yes,
friendship mo yan, di ba? Oh.
And very popular, no? I think her story has reached a lot of people, being in the mainstream media. But later, we will find out ano naman yung tungkol sa isang advocacy, di ba? So, doon tayo mag-zero in because we heard her doon sa isang interview natin. So, my God, we want to know more about what she's doing and how she's helping the country. Yun.
Yes, so ayan. Kaya nga,
kamusta naman ang iyong week?
Well, actually, I was so busy yesterday. Medyo, alam mo na, may mga photoshoot dito, mga pictorial dito. Alam mo, mga ganyan eh. Natututo akong ngumiti dahil sa'yo eh. Kaya hindi nahirapan yung photographer.
I'm sure naka-post ka na, nag-emote ka na doon, di ba?
Yeah, medyo inaalala ko, tinatanda ko yung tinuturo-turo mo sa akin. Kaya sabi ko, okay, this is really good. And may mga may mga nag-cheer eh. Kaya sige, go lang. Smile lang, smile. Oh, di ba? Nakachamba din. Sanayan lang daw yan.
Yan ang isa dapat nating ma-master. How to smile confidently, how to project, di ba? Kasi nga, we are uniquely beautiful. Lahat tayo, special. Di ba? So,
Yes,
flash
exactly.
that smile and inspire. Di ba? Kaya nga tayo nandito. We always bring good news, inspiring stories because that's who we are. Mga cheerleaders.
Agree ako dyan, Sister Carmen. Alam mo, syempre, yung mga viewers natin, alam ko, nasa age group din natin karamihan, di ba? And definitely, ano man ang magiging outcome niyan, may part tayo doon, di ba? Sa growth na yon. Ayan, so,
the younger ones then who are watching us, you want to be like us when you're 50, watch us and learn something. No, it's always good to learn from one another. No? We learn from the young generation. They also get insights from us. Yon. And later on, talagang we will be inspired and more enthusiastic kasi itong taong to sobrang passionate to, sobrang enthusiastic, no, hanggang sa naubos na energy, nagkasakit na sa sobrang gusto niyang gawin lahat, no. But again, we are always tamed and guided, di ba, accordingly, na sabi nga, tayong mga talented, we also need to discern kung ano ipa-prioritize natin para hindi tayo ma-stress. Diba?
Correct. Sister Carmie, alam mo, palagay ko dapat i-call mo na yung ating guest tonight. Kasi
Okay.
I'm sure excited na yung iba dyan na marinig ko anong sasabihin niya sa atin that will inspire us also. So, may we
Okay.
call on Miss Rebecca? No?
Yes, yes. So let's all welcome etong she's been popularly known as maid to maid, 'di ba? From maid, self-made siya. Of course, alam naman natin with gift of God 'yon. But eto na ngayon, I would like to present the very passionate, enthusiastic, innovative Miss Rebecca Bustamante.
Oh, ayan, you're surprised.
Of course.
As always, I preach Carmie.
Where's Rebecca kapag walang Richard Mills?
Mga ibang klase to. See, one is 11, not 2.
Kaya nga
Hello, Richard and Rebecca.
Ngayon.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hello, everyone. Hello, mga kababayan.
Yeah, we're airing and will be watched globally. And tonight we're gonna talk about your advocacy, the advocacy of Asia CEO, which means ano ba yung nangyayari, ano ba yung mangyayari na big events, and why is it being done? No? Why do we need to support them? And because Richard is here, we need to speak English. Although, Richard understands Tagalog. Alam mo ba, sis, that Richard is studying Tagalog?
Oh, that's good.
While we're watching TV, Richard is reading books because he wants to speak in Tagalog. Yeah.
Mas ayaw na niyang mabenta siya.
Sometimes we talk about things and he's always wondering, what are they talking about? No? So, yeah, it's good, no? And we can wait.
Yeah.
We can hear you, Richard. Talk to me in Tagalog. Kamusta ka na, Carmie? Like that.
Tama.
Sige nga.
Richard, can you say hello in Tagalog?
I don't care.
Kumusta?
You're putting him on the spot. Didn't know that he has to speak in Tagalog because Richard, you have to explain Asia CEO Awards in Tagalog.
Oh my God.
You can do Tagalog.
Ask the first question, in Tagalog ba? De, joke lang, Richard, baka ma-stress ka. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask the first question, Sister Carmie? Kasi I'm
Go
so
ahead,
excited.
sis. Go ahead.
Okay. Rebecca and Richard, thank you so much for tonight. And please tell us something about Asia CEO Awards and how did it start? Why Asia CEO Awards?
Okay. Why don't I let Richard explain being the judge and being the chairman, and then I can just add on.
Sure. Go ahead.
Well, the Philippines is a good story, but I think not as enough people know that as could. People have a lot of interest in what's going on in Philippines, but might not always know. So we specifically created it to promote Philippines and Filipino leaders and companies on a global scale.
Yeah, and I understand that I agree, no? We are of a global standard. The Filipino workers should be known as the most hardworking, most creative, most dedicated, and all that. And that's a very good story to tell the world. But I know that I heard that Rebecca has a very compelling story because she herself experienced it, no, being looked down, di ba? Filipinos were branded like Filipino is equal to domestic helper. There's nothing wrong with being a domestic helper. It's a very noble job. But of course, we can do more, no?
Mm-hmm.
I think that paved the way to the Asia CEO Awards to tell a story.
Yes, correct. Because being a domestic helper, as you know, of course, a lot of you already know that I work as a DH in Singapore. So I really experienced how Filipinos were treated at time, and it's always it's not good. So I always thought that someday would be nice to really market Philippines in a different or in global thing. So that's why. So when I went to Canada and all my family are okay already. So when we came back to Philippines, we started our business here. So me and Richard decided to really start creating these events to really market Philippines. Number one is to really make the Philippines a business hub in Asia. That's a short term. And the second thing is making Philippines as a first world country through recognizing our leaders. Kasi when we recognize our leaders, they will be an example for all the students, for the future leaders. Kaya HSC Awards existing.
That's right. That's right. So, how can our country be a business hub if they do not know the caliber, the quality of our people here? No, so it's really like
Correct.
selling the Filipino capabilities, Filipino talents, and I like that. Instead,
Yes.
Sister Julia, instead of you selling them outside the country, here we invite investors. We invite
Correct.
people to spend money and time and try the Filipino talent. No, so that's
Yeah. Yeah.
that's really good for the country. And this has been happening for how many years, Richard? How many years
It's
now?
our 13th year. HSC Awards is our 13th year. Yeah. And also to go back before we talk about HSC Awards, right? So many Filipinos is still getting out Philippines to look for jobs abroad. But if you think about it, you know, the domestic helpers right now, how much they making? $500?
Mhm.
Sometimes like that. So 25,000 peso, 30,000 peso. But that they can really make in the Philippines already. They don't have to get out, right? And
Yeah.
then they can build their career here and at the same time be with their family, start their own businesses to be entrepreneurship. So that's so good. And Karma, you mentioned we're inviting so many investors invest in Philippines to create jobs also. So that's
Mhm.
beautiful. But then for Filipinos to get out Philippines as a CEO, then that would be beautiful. Kasi
Of
'di ba, tawag sa atin na hindi na OFW kundi expat Filipinos. So that would
Correct.
can change that kind of aura of Filipinos. Kaya talagang dapat we have to work into first class level na talaga.
That's very encouraging. Yeah, that's very encouraging. You yourself had to experience that so that when you came back nga, you put it up, no? And of course, Richard and Rebecca has been doing this for 13 years, and I personally saw how it affected, no, the way the investors are looking at us and the number of actual investments. We saw company growing, di ba? More
Mm,
branches. And most of them were part of the forum, no? Yung mga regular events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, the talking about
with your sponsor. Remember when you were with Healthway, you're the vice president, and we really work together, really marketing
Yes,
Healthway. You get
yes.
lots of clients if you think about that, right?
That's
Marketing,
true. Yeah.
yeah, the connector of the clients and also your prospect clients. Di ba parang ganun yun? So
That's
it's so
true. That's true. It became a circle. It became one group, one community, helping one another. Not just finding more investors, but helping the people in the circle, doing business together. No, I
beautiful.
again I figured out na it's a good group because we really feed each other with good business and insights as well.
Mm.
Sir Carmi, I'd like to comment on the sinasabi ni Rebecca, no, na yung expat, Filipino expat. Yeah, actually, kasi I think it's aligned to what our association is doing now, the Association of MS Consultants, that we really want
Mhm.
Filipinos to be branded. You know, that like we want to connect it with align with the branding Philippines and then a Filipino
Yes.
brand. Kasi our brand, no, most sad to say, no, when we send Filipinos, ang brand natin, even if we're really very talented, no, branded tayo as low class talaga. But
Oo.
she was saying, ano, expat, Filipino expats, not Filipino whatever. So
Oo,
that's
di
just
ba?
good advocacy, oo. And I think we can help each other. No, I will
Yes.
discuss it with our group. Let's brand Philippines.
Yes,
Ayan.
because if you notice, if you go abroad, I'm sure you already experienced this. As soon as you're holding that Filipino passport, why the way they look at you is totally different. It's not right. It's not right. So we need to change that. So from now on, we have to call our kababayan who go abroad and expat Filipinos. Yun ang brand
Agree
natin.
ako yan.
What
Filipino
is
expat. Yes.
Agree. I couldn't agree more. So it's branding the country, branding the Filipino talents, and it's a change of mindset also, no, for the Filipinos here because of this award, because we have been recognizing people and they look up to leaders. You know, even the finalists, the Circle of Excellence, they look up to them. And change the mindset that I can do that also. I want to be. I want to get that award. I have some of the awards here at the back.
Yeah, right.
Actually, I didn't notice just now, no? So, yeah, it's
Sister
changing
Carmie.
the mindset, eh.
Yeah. That leads me to my next question. Curious
Okay.
ako. I know Rebecca answered some of it, but what's the purpose of ASEA CEO Awards? And what are the categories or the criteria? Is there a criteria for a particular company to join or to be qualified, no, as or to be nominated as an possible awardee?
So Richard can answer that being a judge.
Well, we try to have a range of categories. Companies, big scale companies, you know, there's the top employer of the year award. That's a very sought after one. The executive leadership team of the year, down to, you know, the young leader of the year, entrepreneur of the year, the shiro of the year for women, in particular young women. So, and all the range in between. So we want to have entrepreneurs and young leaders up on the stage to really inspire them and make them and promote them to everybody so that they do well, expand their business, hiring new people, new Filipinos, but as well as large scale organizations. So people around the world can really see the scale and size and quality of businesses, both local businesses and international business doing work here. So with the message that if they can do it, you can too. So this is the thing. As well, though, if I can add one little thing that Rebecca kind of added to, it is a concern that many graduates, when you see surveys about this, many of them say that after they graduate, they want to leave the country for other opportunities. And how are we going to build a first world nation if, you know, the future leaders, the best of Philippines, want to or see opportunity as leaving the country? So this is partly then is to promote Philippines to Filipinos, because despite Filipinos being such a smiling, sweet, nice people, they're a bit gloomy about themselves. And I don't understand this. The rest of the world sees Philippines as one of the world's great growth opportunities. Now that China is slowing down and really out of favor, it seems, Philippines really is taking that role. And for the next 10 years at least, this will be the place where people in the world see as the growth opportunity. Young population, they're globally skilled, they speak English, tourism, BPO, many infrastructure. All of these things have come together to really put Philippines really at the global epicenter of growth. So we got to get that message out to the world and to Filipinos as well.
Yeah.
See, we have to be thankful with a foreigner selling Filipinos and
No,
Philippines.
I think,
Sister Carmie. Yes.
So, see, pag maghahanap kayo ng boyfriend asawa, yung talagang, alam mo na.
Ayan, yung mga single, maghanap kayo ng tama, and you ask Rebecca how to spot the right man.
That's the next episode. That's the next episode. Yeah.
Dapat
And it's-
Carmie, mahal na mahal ka niya. Mahal na mahal niya ang Pilipinas.
Yeah.
Mahal na mahal
Siguro
niya.
ako tingin ko it came from Richard's love and confidence in Rebecca, seeing her as a person, how she grew or how she made herself, di ba, reinvented herself. And eto nga yung nagbigay sa kanya ng na, okay, sige, let's do this. let's do this for the country, because a lot of Rebeccas are out there, no? And tama, Richard is correct. Instead of you thinking of going out of the country, and we cannot blame them. If there are less opportunities here, there's no choice but to leave the country. But right now, what we're doing is to boosting the confidence of our investor, and at the same time, our Filipino talents, the entrepreneurs. And I noticed you mentioned about a wide array of categories, like from entrepreneur to CEOs to expat to CSR. I believe before there's wellness company of the year, something like that, no? So my question is, how about those who are joining? Are they more on the SMEs or large corporation or mix?
Yeah. Well, okay,
Everybody.
let me add
Sure.
something there. Like we have 14 categories, okay? The categories are either individual, small companies, so we have Entrepreneur of the Year Award. So we have middle, the SME company or Company of the Year Award. Then we also have big scale, the big corporation, okay? So whatever level you're coming from, you're allowed, okay? So
Okay.
20. Okay, so, and then you can choose what kind of category you would like. Meron kaming individual, we also have. Kasi diversity, you can join there. Global Filipino, entrepreneur, iban din yun eh. Individual din yun. Expatriate, that's also individual yun. So, mga SMEs, MSMEs, pwede rin yun, di ba? Kahit na mag-isa ka lang, if you are contributing something big, pwede ka mag-nominate. Okay? Yung CSR natin, if you're contributing so many things in your company, in your community, ang ganda rin yun kasi ang dami nating mga NGOs, right? So you can nominate din doon. And what's so nice about this is, you can nominate yourself. You don't need to hire someone to nominate you. Your company, mas maganda nga kung someone from your organization will do the nominations kasi you know exactly what's happening inside, so you can create a better explanation, that 500 words, why you deserve that title. And when you do that, you also attach all the supporting documents para at least when PwC, the Pricewaterhouse, receive all your nominations, then they can scrutinize everything already para malaki ang points mo. Kasi, imagine in one category, sometimes 50 submit their nominees. With that 50, PwC, of course, we will scrutinize every little thing. So, gagawin na nila kaagad na yun, ilan na yung red doon, ilang yellow, ilang ng green. So, let's say 25 ang green. With that 25, gagawin na naman nilang 20. With that 20, maglalaban naman to be 15. That 15, maglalaban na magiging 10. Yung 10, baka maglalaban na maging 5. So, it's really, really good competition. So, you will be very proud to be really Circle of Excellence. And also, this is a big announcement. We want you to know, to submit your nomination, it is 100% free. Walang bayad. Libre. Okay? So, when you receive these awards, means you really deserve it. I think that's a very important message
Yeah,
today.
because there's a bunch of copycat awards that came about to copy ours, and which is okay, but they're all paid for awards, meaning you pay, you win. And it's ridiculous. It's an outrageous thing. So some people actually do this. And I mean, paying for award, I mean, is that not fraudulent to your staff and friends and the nation? But anyway, it's
Well, for me, that one.
ours is not like that.
Yeah.
Our judges will kill us if we did this, and it would be completely immoral and unfair to their reputations. They're putting their reputations on the line. They want to really see the nation the
building,
best.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, you know what Richard said, it's so true. But again, it's also very nice that so many people copying us because they know that we're creating big things. So they want to follow our steps. The only difference is, in ours, we are the real deal and there's no pay. And if you become Circle of Excellence and if you want, you really deserve it. And you can use that material for your marketing. Okay,
Yes.
so marketing, your organization, and so on. And you can be very proud because we have very dignified judges. Okay? The judges alone, you know that we are very legit.
Okay. And the nomination is still ongoing, right?
Yeah. Well, you have to really prepare your nominations now because August 15 is the deadline and there's no extension.
Okay.
Sometimes it's so funny because so many companies call us, can we extend for another day to this? Like, I'm so sorry, there's no extension talaga. Once August 15 midnight, it's done. It's closed. Right?
Okay.
So,
So,
yeah, you got to prepare now.
attention everyone, attention. Tonight, magpahinga kayo. Tomorrow, gawin nyo na. And there's no shame in saying, I will nominate myself. I will nominate my company. There's no shame in nominating and being proud of your achievements. So, again, pwede kayo mag-nominate and free. Yun pong iba may bayad. You don't pay for that para you get a trophy. Sana bumili ka na lang sa Recto, di ba? So, you don't pay for it. This is free.
Ina-nominate ko na pala sarili ko, Sister Carmie.
Yes, please. You have to. Bakit?
You can also nominate as many as you like, ha? So, hindi lang isa, hindi lang dalawa. You can choose also which one's best that you think fitted for you guys para at least marami kayong option. Oo.
Right.
Kasi ang lakas ng labanan talaga, ang lakas ng labanan.
That's why Rebecca mentioned, no, you mentioned earlier that the finalists, they are called Circle of Excellence. They are all winners already because these are the finalists who made it to the screening because as you mentioned, out of 15, there will be 25 and there will be 5 and there will be 4, no? So, and then from that, kukuha pa ng talagang winner. That will be announced on the main event.
Yes, on October 11, prepare your gown.
October 11, okay.
Face this time, after 2 years, di ba? Live online tayo this time. Talagang face-to-face na tayo.
Okay. Calling all companies, CEOs, employees, do not miss this opportunity for you to be recognized. Champions advertise themselves. So, inspire people, nominate, tell them about what you're doing. Baka manalo, di ba?
Yes.
Bakit hindi?
Yeah. And also, you know, a lot of individuals who are successful and organizations said, oh, we don't need that. A lot of them said, oh, we don't need that because they are very humble, that they don't like to talk about their successes, which we understand. But I always say this, if we want to make Philippines first world, it's very important for you to share your story. Because if you share your story, other people will be inspired, especially the young generations, right? Young generation will be inspired, they will study hard, they work hard, para at least the growth of Philippines will continue. Because if you notice what did they say, BIP, you know what the meaning of Vietnam, Indonesia, Philippines are the 3 key countries right now in Southeast Asia. Right? So now, look what's happening. If we will work together, we will be faster than Indonesia and Vietnam kasi mas malakas yun ngayon. Bakit hindi Pilipinas? That's no way. Diba? We are English speaking, we're good people, hardworking, and so on. So dapat mas malakas tayo doon. Kaya dapat mga kababayan, okay? Yung mga mag-submit nyo ng nominations para ma-inspire ninyo ang ating mga kabataan to make Philippines first world before 2030. Para kung ano man mangyari sa atin, anytime, because we don't know when we're gonna die. At least, meron tayong iniwan para sa ating bansa.
Correct. My legacy.
That's true. Every day, we leave a legacy. Diba?
Yes.
And ito nga, free na to. Diba, Sister Julia? Free lang eh. All you have to do is write your story. Write your story. And siguro later, we will have to take a break. But later, Sister Julia, I know maraming kang question, di ba? Sasali na kita, ininominate na kita.
Before the break, I'd like to ask na because the closest to my heart really is just like Rebecca. I can feel the passion, no, and in terms of encouraging and inspiring Filipinos. Because just like we had our board meeting with the Association of MS Consultants last week, and part of our strat planning was that we were talking about the Premier Image Association in the Philippines, and I told them, why Philippines? Why not Asia? And then somebody said, yeah, let's go global. And I said, let's just go for Asia. Why Asia and why global? We speak good English. We are image consultants. We studied abroad. We know colors. We understand everything. We will be part of Filipinos. We will be part of this branding Philippines. And everybody said, yeah, thank you very much, Julia, for doing that. I said, yeah, what makes us different from the Canadian image consultants? What makes us different from the American? You know what I told them? We are actually unique because we are diverse. We know how to color analyze Filipinos. We know how to color analyze Caucasians, and I think that's really inspiring. So the next question ko before right after the commercial, Rebecca and Richard, what is it that you think is lacking?
That's a
So there's
tough
only
question.
two of us telling about, yeah, we can do it, the four of us. But what is it that is
No,
really lacking?
I think much is lacking. I think things
After
are.
that, Richard, when we go back.
Sure. Have a break first so that sponsors can pay for it.
Yes, we need sponsors. So let's take a break. We'll be right back.
See you.
$86,400. That's how many seconds you have in a single day. 24 hours. Time that seems to fly by in the blink of an eye, never to be recaptured. Each day, you're overcoming obstacles and conquering challenges. Sometimes you want to kick it up a notch, and you could use a little extra help. Finally, there's a solution, a way to power the untapped potential that already exists in your body and mind. Presenting ASEA's Cell Performance, 3 innovative products powered by Redox that specifically target your energy, your mind, and your mood. 3 products to help you take on your next big challenge and achieve more than ever before. Revving up your body to help you amplify every hour, minute, and second of your day. Redox Energy ignites sustained physical and mental energy by helping your cells reach redox balance. Redox Mind gives your brain a boost for sustained cognitive performance so you can think more clearly and focus more easily. Redox Mood helps you find peace of mind by supporting a feeling of calmness and uplifting your mood. Make your everyday moments count while you maximize every second. Get sustained energy, enhance your brain power, and lead a life of vitality and significance. The life you deserve. ASEA's Cell Performance, powered by Redox. Feel the difference.
ASEA Redox is the first and only supplement on the market scientifically tested and shown to signal the activation of genetic pathways and to affect genes that improve immune system health, help maintain a healthy inflammatory response, help maintain cardiovascular health, improve gut health, and modulate hormone balance. Are you done with the breakdown? Reach for the breakthrough.
The new channel is an online alternative new media platform of online shows for people on the go. Please watch all our shows as seen on screen. Imagine having your own show, your own playlist, your own content, but we make it easier for you. TNC aims to transform the lives of our viewers through engaging, authentic, and original content. Our channel is a responsible global 24 by 7 platform that showcases Filipino talent, global influencers, cultural intelligence, and ingenuity. Please watch inspiring moments every Friday, 7 p.m. You can also watch live or on replay via Facebook or YouTube. Follow us on IG, listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Just search hashtag TNC Now. And for sponsorships, please email now@thenewchannel.com or send us a direct message. Enjoy these life-changing shows because we make them specially for you. So back to our inspiring guests, Richard and Rebecca.
Oh, excited ako sa isasagot nila, Sister Eko. Ano yung, so
Yes,
again,
Richard.
yeah.
Richard,
welcome back, and then more excited.
yeah.
Correct.
Okay, like you can start with a question, Richard.
So the question was, what is lacking?
Yeah.
I would say everything is in place to move ahead. Everything that people have worked on for the past 20 years, say, is now in place. Like these special times when there is high levels of growth and so forth, they only come for a certain period of time and then they stop. China now is slowing down. Korea has long slowed down. Japan had their time back in the 70s and 80s. This is the time, this is Philippines time. So we have to make sure we get all that we can get and really move the country as far ahead as we can, because it will slow down someday here as well. But I mean, sorry, I'm talking too much here, but the amazing work that the government did. I know a lot of people put down Duterte and his mouth and all this, but for infrastructure, amazing work was done that continued all the way through the pandemic. The only country in the world, to my knowledge, that came out of the pandemic in a better situation than before is Philippines, because of the outrageous billions and billions of dollars worth of real estate that has been completed and still ongoing. So this is a tremendous contribution him and his group made for the nation, and we will all benefit from that for years to come. So anyway, that's my story. I won't go on and on about it, but you get the idea.
Yeah. Yes, I agree, Richard. So, Richard, you're saying that nothing is lacking. We have all the ingredients. It's like we have all the ingredients in a table. It's up to us to have a good meal, to cook a good recipe. No? So,
we still got to work and promote.
Yeah.
Yes. But while most other countries in the world are aging and slowing, Philippines has a booming young population that is available to work and grow the nation ahead. Mm-hmm. So this is a tremendous benefit that tourism, I mean, how many countries have as good a tourist opportunity as Philippines does?
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't agree more.
Yes. Because your question, diba, sabi mo nga, Julie, what's lacking? Basically, diba, after the SONA of president, like it's so good because number one, they are focusing now in education. Kasi yun lacking natin talaga education, but they are focusing on that. Number two, di ba yung agriculture natin? Yes, we buy rice from Vietnam, from Thailand, but now they will spend money really on agriculture natin para at least the local Ilon silang magtatanim, doon na rin sila bibili, hindi na pupunta sa somewhere else. So talagang sustainability na yun. Yung infrastructure natin, imagine kahit saan ka man pumunta rito, mag-develop na sila yung railway natin. And that's so good. A lot of people don't have to come to Manila to work kasi they can create a lot of jobs kung saan ka nang
we lost
yung mga ganon, right? Did you lost me? So,
I'm seeing you.
You're seeing me? So mga ganon, imagine, To go back again, yung pangako nga ni President Marcos, education, agriculture, infrastructure, tourism natin, tapos yung mga locals natin, mga entrepreneurship, MSME is like i-develop nila yun. So, what's lacking? Tayo na ngayon ang may kasalanan. If we
That's
cannot put Philippines into first world country before 2030, it's already our fault. We cannot, governments doing their part. So what is our responsibility is to really also contribute. Huwag na tayong magreklamo, kundi tumulong tayo sa pagbabago.
Thank you for reiterating that, Rebecca, and thank you for asking that question, Julia. Ako tingin ko may isang lacking, unity. But this is something na it's up to us. No, we came from parang so much yung dalawang groups, no. So it's about time that we embrace and help each other and work as one. Kasi yung unity, yun naman yung call to action, di ba, ng new government. Unity. Yes. And as Rebecca said, the president has enumerated all the priority projects, no? And all we have to do is to have faith and to contribute by being good citizens, di ba? At the end of the day, we are responsible for our own action and our own thoughts, no? So I think yung unity, we start uniting as one. We start we support your advocacy, Richard, Rebecca. That's why si Julia was texting me, I'd like to connect Asia CEO to my image consultant, international image consultant organization. That's very good. Kasi we only have one message, and that is how good the Philippines is. Diba?
Yeah. Let's talk about positivity, positive mindset. Remember, we interview one image consultants, and we're going to interview another image consultants. And as a matter of fact, one of our advocacies now is really to connect with the government. Me, in my particularly ako, no, is to connect the government, no, to the employees and to students, to really have, that positivity. Kasi wala na lahat negative na. So ang kami namin is be part of kung wala kang magawa, just be part of the solution, not of the problem. Be the solution, not the problem. No, if you cannot support, huwag ka na lang mag-complain, di ba? Parang just mamulot ka na lang. I mean, huwag ka magtapon ng basura. That's the best thing that you do. But there's another question here. I think one of the audience sister, please allow me to read this. Maganda siya. What are your ongoing programs and activities? There. What are your ongoing programs and activities and new approaches so that the past and current winners will have opportunities on larger scale to influence and motivate more Filipinos and more management and employees to do their respective actions as the new upcoming great influencers? Thank you. Kay President Obet Policarpio pala, yung ating best friend na si past PIMA President Obet Policarpio.
So what are the ongoing activities to leverage or maximize the talents of those who won in the past? And I think that's the first question. Would you like to answer that?
As far as companies.
So basically, if you become Circle of Excellence or winner, the big impact that they can contribute more on is speaking on our events to really share the story. Okay, so when you become like that, you share the story so that a lot of people can listen, not only across Philippines, but Southeast Asia, but around the world, to inspire, okay, to follow your steps, how to be like you. Those are the biggest thing that they can do, not only for themselves, not only for the organization, for the community, but around the world by sharing their story, why they won or why they become Circle of Excellence.
Sure, we want to promote them and get them in front of other people. As well, the people that watch the event, the other winners, the other people who were a part of it, they also want to get to know who they are, and can I do business with them? Can he do business with me? And a lot of women are very high involvement with women in other communities. And these companies, we're really glad that they use these awards on their marketing materials, in their sales proposals, and so forth. The top employer of the year, even in the Circle of Excellence, or especially so, they put that on all of their marketing materials for people that they want to hire and their recruiting work. It's a source of great pride for these organizations. One other little thing I'll just add is different times CEOs have said to me that, Richard, we're really glad to be a part of the event. You know, it's better if we don't win than if we do. And that's such an interesting thing to say. And you know why? What they say is, Richard, we all get together and we huddle and we say, okay, we're going to do our best this year. We didn't win this year, but let's all get together. We're going to really work together, and we're going to do it this year so that next year it's going to be us that wins this award. And it brings everybody together, committed to have, you know, to do great work within their organization. So this is the idea of it. I hope that explains.
And also through the events, also the organization use it to build their brand, to be known, especially in increasing their employees as a marketing for them also, how to recruit and why candidates want to choose that company because of that brand.
And all young people, they want to be part of a brand that has won something and circle of excellence, and then their boss, their CEO spoke for, you know, one of our events and he talked about his award or whatever. All this stuff, it makes people feel proud, of course. And this is the young people. You know, it's very important that they connect with you.
That's true. That's corporate pride, no? From the CEO down to the rank and file employee, they feel proud that the company won, or at least circle of excellence, no? For those who won, I understand that they send these people, they become ambassadors. They continue telling the story to different organizations. And of course, Julia, pag nanalo ka, papanindigan mo yon. You have to be consistent, no? You really have to keep up with the standard and with the expectation. And for those who didn't,
and they are people who did not win, they are inspired to win the following and follow and become friends with those people who become circle of excellence and winners. How they did it, why they won, so that they can copy with is very good, di ba? So nandun yung camaraderie with one another. So beautiful.
And then the ones, I believe, the ones who won the award becomes the standard. No? They became the standards kasi, di ba, kailangan malagpasan ko yan eh. I need to sort, you know, award, and I have to do more. I have to be good, and I have to be better. Anyway, I think there's another question here. That what are your ongoing programs and activities? Because I heard, di ba, you also conduct seminars or a forum, no? So I think that's the question. What are your ongoing programs and activities and new approaches? Yun yata yung tanong dito. So can you share us a little about that?
So basically what we do, we have monthly events, different forums. Like for example, when Carmie was with Health, we started the wellness forum kasi we talk about health, right? So this month, the topic will be bless your heart. Kasi a lot of people ngayon kahit 20 years old, nagkakasakit na, nagkakaroon ng heart attack, mga ganun. So bakit? So now basically yung mga circle of excellence last year will be speaking to share this story kung paano nila nakuha din yung kanilang title na yon, para at least ma-inspire yung iba also and matuto kung paano ang ginawa to be healthy living. So yun ang mangyayari for this month. And then the following months also we have event in Cebu, Davao, kasi talagang we go around Philippines to really market Philippines and of course sharing the stories of the speakers. Parang TED Talk ito na talagang thought leadership, yun ang ginagawa natin monthly. So that's what it's all about.
Oh, wow. So talagang kompleto na. There's no missing link. There's no missing thing there. Attitude na lang. So doon tayo, Sister Carmie, yung advocacy natin.
Across industry to, or across business. For example, like this month's wellness. Next month, Cebu, Davao, Iloilo nga, diba? The following will have a logistic forum. We will have the following na naman top employer, HR forum. Diba? Magkakaroon din tayo ng real estate in December. So talagang back-to-back ang gagawin natin. Kaya kahit anong industry ka, ima-market namin kayo. Para that's what we do, para talaga diretso ang growth ng Philippines.
Right. And that's
Yan.
very good. It's like a reinforcement of what the president mentioned, no? Parang all areas, Asia CEO is trying to reinforce the message, trying to put everything together, 'di ba? Yung recipe to be able to offer to the world what we
Yeah.
can really do, no? So I'm so proud of what you have started, Rebecca, Richard, and you're strongly continuing that advocacy. And don't worry about all those award giving companies. No, it's an indication that you're doing it right. They want to
Correct.
follow you. But again, to our audience, please consider the most legit and the most official, because you can mention about the judges. Maybe Richard, Rebecca, you can tell them who the judges are, para they know that you have nothing to do with it. Although Richard is part of the committee, but who are the prestigious judges, Richard?
Yes, I'm only one judge, but we have Bernie Villegas, the world famous economist, is one. June Palafox, everybody's favorite, or known as Mr. Master Plan, said to be, I believe he is certainly the celebrity architect, urban planner of the nation. Darlene Berberabe, who former CEO of Peg Ibic, herself a previous winner, her organization. The Bing Lim Hoko, called the mother of Philippine franchising, who has just done fantastic work in her career. We have Don Feldbaum, of former president of the American Chamber of Commerce and a big promoter of Philippines for many years. Jack Madrid, the CEO of IBPAP, the Internet and BPO Association of the Philippines, a world-scale, world-class organization. So people with big reputations and really want to move the nation ahead, and they want to know themselves who the premier organization. So they're both very active and interested themselves, and really want to judge the best and show the best that Philippines has to show. Okay.
Maybe you can also scrutinization PwC.
PwC. Okay. Talk about reputation. So PwC oversees and scrutinizes the process. So there is, there's legal issues. Some people get upset that they don't chosen. Some people really, there's some people who are over eager to win and maybe make promises about things they might, the process has to be legit and credible. So we need to have an organization like PwC, in addition to the judges, to really keep every step of the way to be credible, corruption-free, really a world-class event for Philippines.
I can also add how the judges also, or how they scrutinize when you submit your nomination, okay, even though the judges know you very well, if you did not do a great job by explaining the 500 words, and you did not also put any supporting documents, your chances is very slim, because they know that you don't care. But for those nominees received who really work very hard, right, and really explain why they deserve that, I think they have strong points there. I think I can say that.
Yeah, the process requires that data and supporting information is important.
Yeah.
PwC, the process and the judges.
Very strict.
I mean, it's contentious. People want to, there's a lot at stake, so people really want to do a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so these are all credible personalities, very well-known people. They will not, compromise on their standards and judgment. And of course, prestigious PwC. There's a third party that validates all the scores. So you can now send your nominations. It's for free. Again, may deadline tayo tomorrow. Gawin nyo na and do it well. All the attachments dapat nandyan yon, di ba?
Remind them again on the deadline, Sister Carmie. I think I got it right. August 15, 12 o'clock midnight. Tama.
Yes.
I'd like to ask the last question, Sister Carmie.
On the last day. Kasi baka yung internet nyo magloko. Send it right away. Send it
Tama.
tomorrow. Do it tomorrow or up to next week, no?
Well, actually, I think they're eager to win. Dapat magpadala na kagad, di ba? Kasi it's a sign that you are really qualified na. But anyway, can please give me the honor, Sister Carmie, to throw the last question to
Okay.
Rebecca and Richard. So, what's the vision? What is your vision for the next year, for the future, probably for next year, for Asia CEO Award?
Yeah, of course. Our vision really is to scale the ACC Awards even better every year, right? And of course, we're going globally also. And we will really focus on that first world Philippines every year. That's really what we're focusing on.
Scale. As Philippines gets bigger, we've got to get bigger. So we want to get to the point where it's being run in a stadium with not 1,000 people, but 10,000 people.
Wow.
That is big. That is going to really put Philippines on the map, make them feel so good that they're going to do everything to build their own lives in Philippines.
And can we show direct? There's a photo. We grab a photo, and maybe we can show you the picture. Can we flash it direct? This is just a sample, but this isn't the award. It's the announcement. It's a press release, I think, for the finalist, or just the announcement. No, but there's some more grandiose event. All people in gown, big companies are there, and Julia, we should be there.
Yeah, you have to. That's why you prepare the image.
It's so inspiring to see all these big companies coming together as one, talking to each other, brainstorming, and of course, recognizing exemplary performance of our fellow Filipinos, diba? So, again, we are with you with that advocacy, and we can't wait, no? So, again, maybe Richard and Rebecca, you can, again, invite all our viewers. This will be shared to as many people, so invite them to participate and join the October 11th event.
Yes, join us. Join this event, the grand finale of Asia CEO Awards 2022 is held live at the Grand Ballroom of the Marriott Hotel, the Manila Marriott. This is the largest grand ballroom in the nation, the only one that can host our event. It's a large-scale event, champagne and caviar, tuxedos and gowns. Everybody looks beautiful for this night. So join us, a big-scale operation, and I thank to Rebecca, who really puts on a really world-class show.
We have to thank our people, our team, who's really making it a big
Yes.
Of course, mga kababayan, we are encouraging you to submit your nominations at www.asia-co-awards.org. Click the nominate, and then you choose what criteria you want to submit your nominations, okay?
So one-page form. It's easy to do. So Asia-CEO-award.org, or just type in Asia CEO Awards and you'll find it.
Yes, okay. And deadline for nomination, August 15. So when you submit it, and then you can be recognized, you receive the awards if you become the Circle of Excellence and winner, and you will be part by really building our nation to first world Philippines on or before 2030. And we strongly believe that together we can do it.
Wow. I'd like to read this comment from our PIMA past president, our best friend, Obed Policarp. He said, I agree with Rebecca and Richard. I highly commend them and their team for their excellent advocacies and effort with value-adding impact in the various sectors of our country. Congratulations, the two of you. Actually, you inspired me tonight.
Thank you. Before we say goodbye, can we also say thank you to all our sponsors? Without our sponsor, we cannot do the event. They are the one paying all the bills, okay? So, of course, you know who you are. We have PLDT, we have InLife, LBC, Smart,
Arthur Nowak,
Arthur Nowak,
Consulting.
the TOA, Jim Garland, who else? Well, you have so many. Don't get
High
upset,
quality
okay? High
organizations.
I think I saw China Bank Savings.
Yes, we have so many sponsors. So thank you so much for really being part ever since the D1, especially PLDT, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Congratulations.
of course, Carmie, you're part of this, okay? Carmie, you're part of this.
Thank you. And again, our big congratulations, kudos to the tandem of Richard and Rebecca for putting this up. It's a very, it's a glamorous event and it brings flavor to the Philippines, no? It's like a famous Oscars, no, of the corporations. And it's not very easy, but during the pandemic, we saw these companies sticking it out with you, and you were able to shift, diba, into 100% online, and now you're going back slowly but surely. And again, I'd like to commend you, and we're here to support you. Looking forward to wearing beautiful gowns, champagne, and caviar.
Yeah. Also, the judges also, we want to say thank you to the judges and to all the suppliers also. We have so many amazing suppliers and our people. Grabe, ang babait nila. Alam niyo kung sino kayo. We cannot mention the name, but you know who you are. And also all our friends, especially Julie, Carmie, amazing. Thank you.
And of course, our titans and other friends.
Of course. So, talagang hindi sila bigay part of this.
Yeah,
Oh.
God bless you. You've been kind. You've been sharing your blessings, more blessings, and looking forward to seeing more entries. We will make our entries. We'll nominate and see you on the grand.
Please take care of yourselves because we need people like you.
Oh, thank you. And then, of course, ang pinaka-exciting, yung museum, right? It's coming soon to display all the winners. And we will be...
Yung museum, hindi lalagyan to ng mga antique, but people, personalities ang ilalagay. So that's the vision, di ba? Yeah. Put it all together and advertise their stories. So again, very brilliant. And congratulations.
Right? So let's work together on that. Kapit kamay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you everyone, mga kababayan. Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Nako, sister, na-excite akong bigla doon. Grabe. Now I know. Oo. Kasi ngayon ko lang
nomination.
Oo nga. Joke lang yun.
Gagawin muna natin. Gagawa tayo kasi baka ma-eliminate lang tayo di ba? Gawa tayo ng something na ibebet natin, di ba? Yung
joke lang yung
joke
lang yun. Sabi ko, ino-nominate ko sarili ko. Hindi tayo qualified doon. But
you'll never know. Sis, alam mo ba? You have to, sabi nga kanina, kasi we Filipinos are humble, di ba? Na wag na lang, masyashay ako. If you know that you have done, kasi one time, yung marketing ko, inominate yun naman. Ganon, sabi, ma'am, wala pong qualified rito, pero kayo qualified. He nominated me. And I won with the Circle of Excellence. I was one of the finalists. So, hindi naman talaga namang ayoko sana, but sabi ko, sige, if you feel like they wrote it. And thanks to my marketing person, binigyan ng attachment and all. So, sister, ino-nominate kita. There's no shame in nominating
you. Next year, wag ngayon. Next year, alam ko. Kasi na-association. Yeah, it's the MS Consult. I'm seeing I know I've seen the bigger picture because very like the Association of MS Consultants. I'm not promoting it, but since I'm active now with the board, no, napakaganda ng big plans really for Filipinos. Not just yung per company, but the advocacy talaga. Because imagine, encouraging people, telling them about how to become positive. Yun ang importante ngayon, si Sir Carmie.
Gusto ko yan. Sama ako dyan sa positivity.
Hindi lang natin tinuturuan ng appearance. Kasi I think one of the missing links, yung confidence level, no? Kasi nga, yung talaga nag-abroad, super talented talaga yon. Pero marami tayong talented underachiever lang. Ang kulang lang talaga nila is the big C, which is the confidence. And the role of image consultants is very, very critical eh. Imagine no, na ano natin, i-encourage natin yung tao to be confident, not necessarily wearing branded items no, o mga damit, but to be confident, nag-exude sila no, ano gaano naka-special. And then turuan natin ng soft skills, di ba? May ganun lang yan eh. Madali lang yun. Kaya lang,
gusto ko yung rebranding Philippines, 'di ba? Sabi mo nga, paano kung recycled ang suot ko? Proud ka pa. Hindi tayo nililabel ng mga kung gaano ka-expensive yung bag natin, 'di ba? Magdadala nga ako ng bayong, papauso ko yung bayong o kaya eco bag na may painting, 'di ba? Kasi it's not in the brand. It's how you carry yourself. It's how you affect others' lives. It's how you make them feel. It's what you make them feel. Di ba? That's who you are. Yan.
Exactly. Kaya nga ako inspired ako sa iyo eh. Kaya nga ako inspired ako sa iyo eh. Kasi nakikita ko na you always express yourself. Actually, na-express mo talaga yung sarili mo nang walang walang insecurities eh. Kasi sabi ko, wow, diba? I like this girl.
Yung mga ayaw tumingin, pwede naman nila akong i-block. Di ba? Pero it won't stop me from saying what I want. Doon ako nagiging empowered or positive, di ba? So, I think positivity is important. Sis, like, di ba, kanina pinag-usapan natin with Richard and Rebecca, unity di ba? Kasi ang dami ko pang naririnig ngayon na negative. Wala na po tayong magagawa. Acceptance is key. Let's give the new president a chance, di ba? And then let's do our job. Yun na lang po ang magagawa natin as good citizens.
Bigyan na chance kahit hindi mo siya binoto, di ba? Oo. Kahit hindi natin binoto, pero wala na tayong magagawa, nandyan na siya. Bigyan na lang ng pagkakataon. Baka sakaling magbago ang Pilipinas. Yes. So, be part of the solution, not of the problem. Di ba? Ano pwede mong gawin para mapabuti ang Pilipinas? So,
actually, yun ang unang-una mong pwedeng gawin Tanggapin mo. Submission to authority. It's in the Bible. Submit to authority. So,
pero actually, Sister Carmie, with respect to these people, sometimes mahirap din naman talaga yun kasi meron silang ideology o may pinaglalaban. O kaya lang, sa akin naman, kung nandyan na, wala tayong magagawa, nandyan na. Suportahan natin. Ano nga pwede mong gawin? Siguro, para sa isang taong ayaw mo talaga yung isang tao, ang magagawa mo na lang, di ba, huwag kang magtapon ng basura. Kuya, ate, nakakatulong ka sa bansang Pilipinas para hindi bumaha. Period. Yung mga plastic mo, huwag mo itapon kung saan, ilagay mo sa tamang lugar. And I think that is really one. I remember the interview natin kay Luan, di ba, yung sinabi niya na yung basura, yun lang ang pwede ko. Ate, anong pwede kong gawin? Di ba? Yung basura ko, yun lang. Yun ang pwede ko masabi. Huwag kang magtapon ng basura kung saan-saan. Yun, makakatulong ka ng sobra. Lalo ngayon, nag-uulan at nagbabaha, Sister Carmie. But anyway.
That's true.
Oo, di ba? Alam ko, meron kang bago dyan ngayon. Ano bang bago sa'yo? Kahit
may bago, ang daming bago, sis, everyday may bago. Kaya nasa PNC tayo Di ba? A community that sees all things new. Laging may bagong opportunity. Direct, ano ba yung bago natin dyan? Yung bag pa din. Kanina, I was painting a shirt, no? Habang nag-aantay ako ng time. This is the first Friday na cool lang ako, sis. Hindi ko tinoxic ang sarili ko with all the meetings. But I was painting. So for those of you who are interested to carry an angel bag, hand-painted, I have that mystified bag from Canada. And of course, yung watch kanina, yung milk tea na buy one, take one in Paseo de Bacoor, Molino Boulevard. I'll see you there. So there are the bags.
Alam ko, teka lang muna, Sister Carmie. Alam ko, meron kang pound sa Marriott. Pero,
yes.
Exclusive for Marriott.
I have a pound session on the 12th and on the 16th. On the 12th is analog and then sa Marriott on the 16th. And magpa-pound tayo dyan. And then marami pang no? I cannot the other but for those companies who would like to have lectures, wellness program, activities, fitness, contact us. And kami po ni Sister Julia are working together to bring in positivity, wellness sa workplaces po.
Exactly. Actually, Sister Carmie, before we end, siguro if there's one thing lang that I'd like to share with the audience now. If you want na change, no? Kasi, ako ngayon sobra akong inspired na slowly bumabalik na yung body shape. By just talking to you. Kaya nga yun kung gusto mong may magbago, connect with people who will inspire you. Di ba? Ganun yun Always talk to them, connect with them. Kasi hindi mo before we know it, may nangyari ng maganda. Huwag kang mag-expect naman na sobrang laki. Pakonti-konti lang. Just like, kagaya sabi ko nga sa'yo di ba? Yung waistline na gusto ko, na-achieve ko na. And tonight, I'm wearing my outfit na hindi ko nasuot na pagkatagal-tagal. And sabi ko, parang nasuot ko na siya ulit. Tapos, 1 inch na agad, maluwag pa. Oh, wow, sabi ko. Kasi yung pag kumakain ako, naririnig ko yung boses mo Masyado matamis yan. Sabi mo sa akin.
Sheer.
Sheer lifestyle, except yung tulog. Pero malapit ko nang ma-achieve yan. Siyempre, para maka-achieve ka
really, you lost a lot of weight. You lost weight and ang nanonotice ko sa'yo, hindi ka napapagod. Hanggang alas 11, gusto mo bang mag-meeting? Ano ba to? Sobrang energy.
Kagabi nga, nag-meeting kami. Imagine in the morning, Sister Carmie, may photo shoot kami. So I have to prepare my makeup na medyo 2 oras na makeup. Hindi ganito ang itsura ko, iba yun. Madam nga daw. And then there's a pictorial and a photo shoot and a video shoot. Tataka sila, grabe may energy pa si Miss Julia. Hanggang gabi, umuwi kami mga around 12, 10, dinner pa after. Gising na gising Nag-redox kasi ako, Sister Carmie. Hindi naman dahil nag-advertise ako.
Oo nga ang lahat ikaw talagang go. So, pareho tayo pareho tayong energetic. So, if you want to have that energy, try nyo pong gayahin yung mga habits namin. But, again, we're giving it not naman for free all the time, but we give you education and entertainment. Just contact us. And we'll...
Ayan. Thank you so much, Sister Carmie. Maraming salamat. Alam ko, mayroon ba tayong goal para matulog, di ba? Kailangan 10 o'clock matulog na para ma-achieve yung 8 hours.
10 p.m. 10 p.m.
Yes.
Best effort, 10 p.m. And of course, babalikan ko lang yung sinabi mo, sis, positivity. Yung sabi mo, I was able to inspire you. Let us be generous in inspiring other people. Mahirap pong mabuhay ngayon sa mundo. Mahirap ang pera, maraming sakit, di ba? Andyan na yun. And all that we can do is to be an inspiration to the other person. Support po natin yung bawat isa. Kasi nagnenega-nega tayo dyan, let us support and open our mind to new insights, new things. That's the secret to happiness, no? Let's learn to say thank you, I love you. So, Sister Julia, I love you. Thank you for coming into my life.
Carmie, and then, of course, we have a friend here na parating nanonood sa atin, si
P.P. Obet.
Policarpio. Alam mo, bago tayo mag-end, I'd like to share something about this friend of mine, and I'd like to interview him talaga one of these days, Sister Carmie.
Yes. Schedule September or August, end of August.
Yes, exactly. Hindi tatanggi.
Inspire ako dyan kay P.P. Obet. Tito ko yan Okay.
Exactly. Masu-surprise kayo kung kailan ko nakilala yan. But anyway, alam niya yan kung paano kami nagkakilala. So again, maraming salamat. And next week, Sister Carmie, abangan nila yung ating magiging guest next week.
Ay, maganda to. Alindog.
Yes.
Yun lang ang support.
Alindog ang usapan natin. So anyway, sige. So again, maraming salamat. And ingat po kayo ngayon. Alam nyo naman, medyo ingat-ingat, pataasin ang immune system dahil may threat na naman ng kung ano-ano dyan. Pero sabi nga ng, di ba, ng Bible, wala ka namang magagawa. Marami talaga nakakatakot ngayon sa palibot natin. But nothing beats person o walang tatalo sa isang taong parating nagpipray. Kasi sabi, 1,000 will fall on your right, 1,000 will fall on your left, pero nothing will harm you. So, di ba? Parating nagpipray, babasahin.
At sabi niya, di ba sabi niya, in this world, there will be tribulations. But I'm telling you, I have overcome the world. So, pray lang po tayo and relax. Stay healthy and
encourage each other. Exactly. So again, God bless you all. Maraming